Hello everyone, welcome to SS Multimedia, and this is Harshita Shishala, and in this video you will learn to edit on KineMaster. So KineMaster is a really cool editing app and it has so many features. In this video I will be covering some of the basic ones. So let's get started. Right now I'm on the homepage of KineMaster. So on the bottom is where you'll see all your existing projects. And on the right side you will see a plus symbol and then a circle around it. So what that plus symbol is it creates new projects. So you want to click on that and this is where it will take you. It asks us to select an aspect ratio for our project. Well, the aspect ratio is how your video will look like. So you can either choose landscape mode, portrait mode, square mode, and there's few others. So right now I'm going to click on the landscape mode and this is where it will take you. So on the bottom over here is where your clips will be and where some of the editing happens. And on the left side is where some of the options are, and I'll explain what each of them are later in the video. And then on the right hand side is where some of the editing happens over here too, so you can choose trim options and other options. I'll be explaining that later in the video. And then on the bottom are a few more options, and then the blank screen that I am pointing at, that is where you will get the preview of your video. So let's get started. So let's start off by adding a video or a photo. So what you want to do is click on the media button that's in the circle, and this is where it will take you. On the bottom you see a video and a photo folder. So the video, and then there's the photo. So you can choose videos from your device or videos that you bought from KineMaster, and photos you can choose photos from your device, and images that KineMaster provides, and images that you can buy from the KineMaster asset store. So let me just pick two videos. You can pick how many ever clips you want, and there. So I picked both of my videos. Now, so what you want to do is click on the clip, and this is where these are the options actually. So these are the options that you can choose from. So there's quite a lot, and I'll be explaining each and every single one of them. So let's get started. So our first option is time and split. So when I click on it, this is where it will take me. So you have four options: trim to left of playhead, trim to right of playhead, split at playhead, split and insert freeze frame. So what trim to left of playhead does is it trims any video from that clip that's on the right side of this orange line. So in this case, my orange line is right here. So if I click on that, all the video that's on the left side of this clip will get deleted, and that is trimmed to left of playhead. So let me just click on it, and as you can see, all of the video that's on the right side of the playhead got deleted. So let me just undo it, and to undo, what you're gonna do is click on this arrow, the top arrow, and it will just undo what you just did. So you'll have your original clip back, or whatever mistake you did, it will come back. So that's trim to left of playhead. What trim to right of playhead does is the opposite of the first option. So in the last one, it trimmed whatever was left to the orange line, but in trim to right of playhead, it deletes everything that's on the right side of the playhead. So if I click on it, all of this clip will get deleted. So that is trim to right of playhead. Then there's split at playhead. So when you click on it, it will just turn one clip into two. So it basically splits the video. And you can use it so that you can delete something in the middle. So you can just make it delete something that's in the middle. So that's what split to playhead is used for. You could also use it to delete a clip. So right now I split it, right? So once I click on it, I can delete this clip. It's basically like clicking on trim to right of playhead, except I'm using it in a different way. So that's the good thing about editing. You have more than one option to do something. So on the left side you will see a trash can, and that is used to delete a clip. So let me just undo that. Okay. So then there is pan and zoom. So what pan and zoom does is it either zooms in the clip or it zooms out. So when I do that, now it will do the same thing for the whole clip. So right now what happens is I zoomed it out, and now this is how my clip will be. So it will be zoomed out and there will be black stuff on around it. And then you can also zoom it in. So that's the cool thing. So that's what pan and zoom does. It zooms in or out the clip. Then there's mixer. So mixer is used to increase or decrease audio or volume. So in the clip, so let's just say I talk too soft, then I can increase the volume so that my audience can hear it. And that's pretty much it. So I don't like to mess around with the other ones because it's usually set at the right pitch. And yeah. Then there's the filters. So the filters is how your video looks. So I like to keep it at none, but there's quite a few options that KineMaster provides. So there's the basic ones like this. There's warm, there's cold, there's vivid, mono, and there's low saturation. So those are the filters. I'm just gonna keep it at none, but you can choose the filters if you want. Then there's the speed. So what the speed does is it increases or decreases how fast your video will play. So you can make it so that your video will be slower, or you can make it so that your video will be faster. So one example of this is, let's just say that you're making an art video. Well, in many art videos, they usually increase the speed. And then let's see, another example is if you're talking really, really fast, then for your audience to understand it, you can decrease the speed. So the normal rate or the normal speed is 1, but if you move right, it will increase the speed. If you move left, it will decrease the speed. And then there is reverse. So what reverse does is it reverses your video. So right now, this is how my video will play. But when I click on the reverse option, it plays it backwards. So this is how it will play. Then there's the rotate or mirroring. So it says that in the name. It will rotate your video and it will mirror your video. So let me just click on the mirror, and yeah, it's mirroring your original video. And then there's this, and then rotating, it just rotates your video. Then there is clip graphics. So it just adds effects to your video. So there's options like title effects, powerful, basic title effects, travel and activity, and sentimental. Then there is vignette. So what it does is it turns the corners and the edges of your video black. So this helps highlight the middle part of your video. So that's the cool thing about this feature. So all of the sides are black and it's when you think about it, it's highlighting the middle. And then there's EQ. So EQ is a tool that adjusts the bass and audio level and how it delivers your audio. So you can either keep it a normal way. You can also turn it into a radio. So if you've heard radios, they have a different way. They have a different audio style. So you can choose EQ, and you can choose radio in it, and then there's bass, hip hop, pop, etc. So all in all, EQ just changes the way you deliver your audio. Then there's the voice changer. I really like these voice changers. So what it does is it changes your voice. So there's multiple options: chipmunk, robot, monster, trill, two-faced, and there's a lot more. There's the volume envelope. So this is another way to decrease or increase volume for your audio. So I can increase it or decrease it. Then there is the adjustment. So the adjustment is kind of like the filters, except this has more options. So you have 3 options actually: contrast, brightness, and saturation. So you can brighten your video by moving it to the right, or you can darken it. And then there's also contrast, make it higher contrast or no contrast, so basically blending it. And then there's higher saturation, you can make it saturate higher or lower. Then there is extracting audio. So extracting audio, it just takes audio from the clip and just takes it out. So you can use extract audio for multiple ways. You can either delete the audio, so that you can add music. You can turn it into loop. You can split it, and yeah, there's more options that you can choose from, like mixer, volume envelope, reverb, EQ, and yeah. So that is what extracting audio does. And another way to use extracting audio is you click on it and then you can delete it and do a voiceover. So let me tell you how you do the voiceover. So you click on the REC or the mic button that's in the circle, and this is where it will take you. So if you click on the start button, it will start recording and you can do a voiceover this way. So that's an option to choose from. Then there's the information. So what the information does is you have a choice to type a name. So what do you mean name? Well, to name your project. If you don't name your project, it will say Untitled 1, Untitled 2, Untitled 3. So to make it more clear for you, then you can just type in a name. So you can be like tutorial or whatever name you want your project to be. So now we named it tutorial. So when we go back and then open KineMaster again, your video or project will be named tutorial. So that is information. And then let me tell you how to add text. So click on the layer that's in the circle, and this is where it will take you. So you have media, so the media option does the same thing as the media in this circle. So it just adds photos and videos. Then there's the effects, so like the basic effects. And then there's the text, so if you click on it, you will be able to add a text. So you just type whatever you want. So I can just type in tutorial, and then I will just add it, and you can animate it. Then there is stickers and handwriting, so you can actually write it. So that is how you add text on KineMaster. And that was all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And see you on the next one. Goodbye.